Thank you. So now we'll move on to the final talk in this session. Excuse me. This is Rizwan Rafique, and he's going to talk about exploring grapevine phenophysiological variability under the influence of seasonal temperature. Take it away.
Thank you, Medicine. Good afternoon and good evening and good morning for the people joining from different time zones. I'm Rizwan Rafique, affiliated with Agriculture Department, Government of Punjab, Pakistan, and Arid Agriculture University, Rawalpindi, Pakistan. And I'm working on climate smart and sustainable viticulture. For this, we are designing different experiments and evaluating grapevine phenology and physiology under the influence of seasonal temperature. Next, please. So, grapevine phenology under the influence of temperature, and we see here that the grapevine phenology is highly sensitive to seasonal temperature. Grapevine key phenological stages, bud burst, full bloom, berry set, virisin, and harvest, they are advanced in response to temperature, and the phenophase duration and the period between these stages, they are shortened in response to the temperature variability. Next, please. So the temperature variability also affects the physiology of the vines. We see on the left panel the vine having acclimation due to genotypic factor or some management factors, while on the right we see the vine having no thermal acclimation, so it is affected and due to the warming trends. So both phenology and physiology, they are affected due to the temperature variability. Next, please. So in Pakistan, the grapes, they are traditionally grown along the Balochistan. Our new regions, they are being developing with early maturing varieties. Ripening occurs in May. But for these regions, we have very little facilities for on-ground weather stations. We have at few places, but not all the places. Next, please. So the future projection for this region indicate that under RCP 8.5, the temperature would increase up to 5 degrees Celsius with little change in the rainfall. Next, please. So the NASA power data help us identify the sites based on their temperature differences. Like we selected two sites, Islamabad and Chakwal, having a temperature difference of up to 1.5 degrees Celsius. It helped us in designing and selecting our sites for a larger study. Next, please. So we have 4 case studies representing different environmental conditions, and we see here that the hotter conditions, the phenology was advanced, and it was advanced up to 6 to 11 days, and earlier bud burst varied also in different cultivars. Next, please. So the photosynthetic activity, it was also affected, and we noticed here and recorded that for the colder sites, Islamabad, for both years 19 and 2020, the increased photosynthetic activity was recorded. Next, please. Next. So for the locations, more phenology was advanced with higher photosynthetic and water use efficiency for the colder location. For the years, there was a difference of up to 21 days for the phenological events, and it indicates how the data and temperature data could help us in understanding and developing a sustainable and resilient viticulture. Next, please. Similarly, the cultivars, they also vary, and there is a difference among the cultivars for their physiological activity and phenological stages. Next, please. So we are applying power data, NASA power data, and we thank NASA power team for the free availability of their data. We have weather stations and temperature recording facilities at few stations, but as the viticulture has spread in so many locations due to high economic value, and people are farmers, they are switching towards the valuable business of viticulture. particularly for table grapes. So we need NASA data, and we get the information and apply in different regions. We are having some modeling experiments, and we are using this data and comparing it with NASA power data. And we have observed that we noticed up to 2 days variability with our ground station data and the data we collected and applied using NASA power. And I think it is a marginal variability, very limited. We can have good results for the places where we don't have any facility for recording data. So these NASA power data availability coupled with our ground station facilities helping us developing our adaptation strategy for the table grape cultivars in this new region where there was very few viticulture before that. And with this, I really thank you for the opportunity to present a few results here. Thank you.